Hi everybody, it's me again. I just wanted to take a few minutes and say thank you so much. I've got 7 subscribers. I wasn't going to post again this soon, but when I got home tonight and I saw that I had 7 subscribers, I just really got excited and wanted to say thanks to you guys. While I've got you, I was going to share with you something I've been working on for a little while, and I am planning on getting a tow vehicle. At first, I wasn't planning on doing that, and I checked into maybe towing my Xterra, but it seemed like a lot more work than what I really wanted to do. And I didn't want to get a dolly either because that gives me 3 pieces of equipment to have to deal with, the motorhome, the dolly, and the tow vehicle. So I decided it was probably not a good idea. But meantime, I've been, rethinking that and how beneficial that it would be to have a tow vehicle. I like to explore and I like to visit friends and family. And some of my friends and family live in communities where there's a HOA and you can't have a motorhome parked in their driveway and that type of stuff. So I decided to start looking again. So I kind of got my sights set on a Jeep Wrangler, and last night I found one that I'm very interested in. I've made an appointment to go view it and check it out on Friday. It's a 2011 Jeep Wrangler Sport. It's got 83,000 miles on it. I'm going to see if I can't get my ex-husband to tag along so he can check it out for me, maybe test drive it, listen to the engine, etc. One of the things I found out about it when I was checking the Carfax today, its first owner was in Vermont, second owner was in New York, and its third owner was in Washington. And I know that Vermont and New York get a lot of snow, so I was worried about the salt. Now, I heard that people don't use the salt so much anymore. They use that chemical, so I'm guessing that maybe it's fine, but I still need to check that out. And of course I would anyway. So pretty excited about that. The reason I decided I wanted to go with the tow vehicle had to do with worrying mostly about breaking down and what happens to me after the rig breaks down. If it breaks down, hoping it does not break down. But if it does, I have AAA that's going to tow me to a repair place, but where do I go at that point? Well, I thought if I had a vehicle, I could, drive to a hotel. I'll have my tent and camping gear with me all the time, so I could go find a campground and go tent in the campground. I can go to a friend or family's home, perhaps. It just makes my life a little bit easier. I also, and less worrisome, I guess. And I also thought I like to explore. I like to experience the culture of a town. I like that off-beaten trail kind of areas. So that gives me an opportunity to park the motorhome in a campground and then, or my camping spot, and then go check things out. One of the things I noticed watching some of the other YouTubers that do a lot of boondocking is that they are going down a dirt road and it gets a little bit thin, but they don't know if there's a good place to camp down there. So they sometimes get stuck, or they gotta do these, 15-point turns. Well, this way I could park the vehicle, unhook the tow, and go exploring. And then if I find a good camp, I can, continue, hook it back up and continue on in without hopefully getting stuck. So I think there's some real good advantages to having a tow vehicle. I did check into others like the Honda CR-V, and there's Hyundai something or another. And there's a few others out there, but I kind of really like the Wrangler, and I like the fact that it's 4-wheel drive. So anyway, that's my decision, and I'm sticking to it. If you guys have any information or you have any experience with tow vehicles that you'd like to share, and now I want to tow on all 4, please comment, let me know. I could really use education on it. I've been reading as much as I can and checking it out as much as I can, talking to people, but nothing beats knowing somebody who's already done it, did that, been there, did that kind of thing. Okay, well, the other thing I was going to tell you, off the subject of the tow vehicles, but on a different subject of composting. I told you yesterday that I was going to get a compost toilet, but I changed my mind and I would save that story for another day. Well, this is the day. I had planned on having a compost toilet, the Nature's Head compost toilet, installed 2 weeks ago. And planned it all out. I thought it would be very beneficial for someone like me who likes the boondock. I don't like to be in regular campgrounds. It would extend my black and gray tank, and so I could be out there longer. Well, then the RV guy calls me right from the shop and says, well, do you want an extra urine container, right? And I'm thinking, and it just occurred to me, go, wow, I got to empty that. Like, I'm going to have that thing filled up like every other day, at least, right? So I'm started seeing myself walking out of my motorhome door every morning and dumping my pee in some bush, and that just did not appeal to me. Before I got the motorhome, I was really worried about the black tank, emptying the black tank. I'd seen movies like that one with Robin Williams called RV. Scary stuff, man. Anyway, so I was really worried about that, but I mastered it. I got it down. It's not hard. It's easy, actually, and I got it down. So why would I want to change what I already know for something I don't know? And then I started thinking, okay, imagine being at the RTR and everybody has a compost toilet and everybody has a urine container that everybody's got to empty at least every other day. Well, that place is going to smell like a freaking outhouse in no time if everybody's dumping their pee on the bushes. So that didn't appeal to me at all. So I decided to get a new toilet. I needed a new toilet. That was one of the reasons I was going to do the compost, is that toilet needed to be replaced anyway that was inside the RV. So I just got a new toilet, saved myself a ton of money, and this way I can just take my time, do more research on the composting, see how other people are using it out there in the real world that are full-time RVs, and just see if that appeals to me at all. You know, what I don't want to have to do, I guess I shouldn't say it that way. What I do want to do is be able to go out and spend a week or two in whatever campground I'm at and not have to go into town to empty things or, you know, get more water or empty black tank or gray tank or pee things, you know. So, and I don't want to be plugged in full time in an RV park because I don't like that sardine can kind of feeling. So that's out. So this just seemed like the better choice for me. And last summer, I went to Oregon for 8 days and camped in a BLM land, so no hookups. They did have outhouses, but I didn't use them. But my rig was fine. I went for 8 days without having to empty anything. I took 3 showers. So those are 3 showers like the Navy showers. You know, you get wet, you soap up, you get wet, and you're done. So I did run out of fresh water, but I was able to fill that up with a container. So I kind of made a game out of it, you know, 3 2.5 gallon containers in the thing every hour for, you know, a few hours, and I got it filled up enough. So it worked out really well. So I know that I can stay out at least a week with what I have if I'm careful. I always bring extra water and stuff. So anyway, I know this was really quick, and I probably sound really tired, but I worked 12 hours a day, and I got up at 3 o'clock this morning, and it's almost 8 p.m. right now, and so my voice is a little bit raspy, but I just wanted to really acknowledge the fact that I've got 7 subscribers. Thank you. And that I did really good on my views on this last video. Thank you all. I appreciate you watching. Continue, please, to follow me if you would, and hit like, subscribe, and if you got something to say it. Be nice, please. I'm just learning, okay? Take care, everybody. I hope you have a great night.